What is going on today, guys? We are heading out to Killbear Provincial Park.
I'm gonna kill the bear. Say it, I'm gonna kill the bear.
Gonna kill the bear! Say it!
I'm gonna kill the bear.
Say it again!
Gonna kill the bear!
I'm gonna kill the bear.
And again!
Gonna kill the bear! Say it!
And again!
Say it!
I'm gonna kill the bear!
Anyways, looks like a gorgeous weekend coming up. It was a little hot last week, but it's all cooled down now. So it should be a good weekend. And we got some fun stuff planned, so let's check it out. All right, we did make it to Killbear. Looks like a pretty nice evening. The interesting thing about this weekend will be the fire ban. So that's the first time I've ever camped without a fire, and we're gonna have to make something up, so we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm gonna crack a beer and get ready for dinner. Dinner will be quick, just some chicken wraps we made. So we'll get everything set up and then we'll check back in. Kind of a messy site. So the site's a little bit open, you know, a lot of people walking by. It's a pretty busy park, lots of kids here. So we're only here for a couple days and we're gone. But the advantage of this park is the water and the swimming. It's a really nice place. All right, let's get busy and get our campsite set up. Spray. So many mosquitoes. All right, guys, she's getting pretty dark. You might have a hard time hearing me over all the noise, but I'll do my best to make myself heard. At any rate, we've got everything set up, tent's done. I'm just gonna dig into some chicken Caesar wraps we brought. Basically just some Gardein chicken strips, some King's bacon. King's bacon is the best, if you haven't heard. There's also some romaine lettuce in there and a little Caesar dressing, all wrapped up in a nice wrap. It's an easy meal for the first camp night. Last thing you want to do is start cooking at 9 o'clock at night. Anyway, I'm going to dig into that, and then it might be time to hit the sack. We'll see. Apparently, my wife is complaining that the chicken cooked the lettuce, so we'll have to see about that. She said it wasn't very good. It could very well be. So next time, we were going to cook the chicken ahead of time and let it cool down. I was in a bit of a rush today. At any rate, it's pretty expensive. The stuff isn't cheap, so we're gonna make do with what we got. Yeah, definitely not crunchy anymore. We'll just have to bite the bullet and eat some soggy lettuce. Okay guys, that's it for me. We're hitting the sack, so sit tight because we got some good stuff planned. Got some latkes coming up, so check it out. Good night. Morning everyone. Welcome to Killbear Provincial Park. It's about 7 a.m. Got up a little bit early just to check out the sunrise. So I'm up here at the lookout point at Blind Bay Campground. It's quite a nice spot. Might be a 10-minute walk up here. Not really any trail, you just gotta traverse it. One thing I'd like to mention, if you do get time, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. We could really use your support in moving the channel forward. So I'd really like to do some more adventures and keep it going. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe and move on. So it will be a busy morning. Got some Gardein sausage patties to make. So we're going to start with those, go for a little walk, maybe down to the beach. Come back and try the potato pancakes or latkes or latkes, whatever you want to call them. So nonetheless, I've seen what I need to see. I've been up here before, so I'm going to head back to the campsite and get things ready for breakfast. So we'll see you soon and see what's going on this afternoon. So I do notice a lot of animal droppings up here, and it might have something to do with the raspberries that are up on this hill. So that's your little beach here at Blind Bay. Comes fully equipped with tires and a canoe. Not a lot of space down here, so maybe only room for 3 or 4 groups, so you got to get down here and get your spot pretty early. After that, it's kind of hit or miss, but the swimming's really nice here. You can pretty much go off anywhere from the rocks. Okay, just got our coffee boiling up. Okay, just got our hot water boiling up for some coffee, and today's special is Maxwell House, my favorite. Maxwell House's coffee. Okay, the water is boiled, and now we're doing our coffee. And I also hear the odd woodpecker in the background. So we got some Sipology tea. We're gonna let that steep for a few minutes. My coffee, I gotta let it cool down, otherwise the creamer will curdle. And I use this stuff, it's called Silk. And today's flavor is creamy maple. So it's supposed to be only a Christmas thing, but it seems to be sticking around. So even though it's instant coffee, it's still pretty good. I think it tastes a little bit better out in the woods. I think that's what it's all about. Okay, we also got some semi-fresh strawberries for this morning, just for a little extra treat. So it looks like they got a little mushy on us. My wife claimed she bought them fresh, and this is how they're looking in the morning. So I don't think I'll be doing strawberries anytime soon again. So let's try these out. A little bit mushy on the outside, but the flavor is really good. Nice and sweet. All right, guys, Gardein sausages, breakfast patties, that's what we're making this morning. Quite an interesting blend of ingredients on this. We got some water, soy protein concentrate, canola oil, wheat gluten, soy protein isolates, yeast extract, methyl cellulose, salt, sugar, herb extract, mustard, onion butter, riboflavin, folic. Wow, I can't even pronounce most of this.
Those are vitamins.
Okay, we got 250 milligrams of potassium, 50 milligrams of calcium, iron 36%, thiamine. Okay, yeah, these were all vitamins down here. So even though we can't pronounce things, it doesn't mean that they're actually bad for us. It just means we can't pronounce them. The fat is about 9%, 7 grams of fat. Carbohydrates, 8%. Sugars, 1%. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 600 milligrams. So still pretty salty, as usual. Okay, pretty much thawed, but still in good shape. And that's what you get with wheat gluten. It kind of holds its form a lot better. The ones we had last time were called Hillary's, and they didn't work out too well. So this is kind of what you want to get for camping style, because you know you can't keep things frozen. Alright, so it comes in a package of 5. We're just going to do them all up because there's no point in keeping them around. And we're going to let those cook up and have a feast. I think the trick is in the cast iron pan is to keep moving it around all the time, here and there, so it doesn't get a chance to stick to it. Okay, there you have it. Sausage McMuffins. Not from McDonald's, from McSteve's. I probably should have said McHoltman's, but here it goes. Gardine's a very reliable product, I have to say. Or Jardine, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're going to go for a little trip. We got the old Killbear information guide 2023, and we're going to go check some of the beaches out. Okay, we're just on our way to the Herald Point Beach and see if there's some cliffs there. Still pretty early, so the parking lot is empty. Okay, we're just going to take a walk through the Herald Point campground just to get down to the beach there and see what we have. Anyway, that's enough of Herald Beach. Nothing to see, just a beach. So we're going to head back to our campsite. Maybe the visitor center, but we're going to head back to our campsite and kind of relax there. Okay, so we're here at the visitor center. Looks like a pretty big building, so we're going to see what they got there. So far, pretty nice discovery center. I'll check out the gift shop. Okay, so that is the visitor center. We're gonna exit stage left and head back to the parking lot and probably head back to the campsite and hopefully do a little swimming. So we decided to pick up some dip, some salsa dip. What kind is it? It's a 5-layer dip we bought from Green Goddess Fromagerie in Guelph, Ontario. I just can't stop eating this stuff, it's so good. I believe you can pick our products up now in Longos, Whole Foods, and Goodness Me, KW and Guelph. I don't know if Hamilton has a Goodness Me. And a lot of the plant-based stores also have our products. Anyway, so I won't lie to you, this stuff's not cheap. It's 14 bucks a container. How many milliliters is it? Or grams? 500. 500 grams for 14 bucks. And here comes a plane. The plane! interrupting my sentence. But yeah, it's not cheap, but it is quality and it's very good. And you know, it's healthy for you. And it's cashews. Cashews aren't cheap. So that's kind of where the price comes from. So if you're ever in Guelph one day, check it out. So we are definitely eating the whole bag here. We're going to have a little delay on the potato pancakes, I think. Okay, so my arm's pretty sore. All the potatoes and onions are shredded up. And we're going to use some of these chickpeas. We're not actually going to use the chickpeas. We're going to use the aquafaba that's in the chickpeas. And it's actually the best way to do it. You can use flaxseed mixed with water, which I don't find very effective sometimes. So that's why I like to go to this stuff. Okay, so we're also going to use a little bit of flour in the mixture. And a little bit of Fleischmann's baking powder. So it seems like there may be a bit of rain coming in, so the latkes will have to go on hold again until this is over with. According to the radar, it's coming, so I'm gonna get prepped for it. No point in cooking and then having a rainstorm coming down on you. Looks like the rain has stopped momentarily. We're gonna give this a shot and make our latkes, or potato pancakes. We should just start calling them potato pancakes. Okay, it's all mixed together, and agreeably I'm a little bit nervous because I've never done this before at the campsite. You know, I used to think, who does potato pancakes at a campsite? And then I learned people actually do this. So we're going to give it a go and hope for the best. I'm going to have to cook just a few at a time. The mixture looks a little bit wet, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. Other than that, it should be pretty good. So let's hope for the best. So we're just going to form them into some small thin patties, and hopefully they cook through pretty quick and I can kind of stack them on top of each other. So let's see what happens. So that's definitely not working out in the cast iron frying pan. And I actually forgot my non-stick, so that's probably part of the problem. If it does fail, we do have backup. So let's get it on.
Let's get it all!
You know what they say, we always learn by our mistakes. I did save the mix, so we'll see what happens with that. I'll let you know. Another byproduct out of this is the chickpeas, so we're going to save those too and maybe do a salad or something with it down the road in a day or two. Okay, so on to, we got some jackfruit and some panini buns, so we're going to try to do some basically pulled pork, as in jackfruit. Always come with a backup plan. So it's already pre-Q sauce, so we don't have to add too much more to it. The red cabbage is a little bit of a garnish, and you just slap it all in the bun with a little bit of cheese maybe to melt on, and well, shredded cheese. A little bit of shredded cheese to melt on, and that's about it. That's your sandwich. This is actually a Subway old school style cut. Okay, a little bit of Violife, whatever you want to call it. Also going to do some jalapenos. 1, 2, and a little extra Q sauce. There you have it, pulled jackfruit sandwich. Pulled pork simulated. I like to call it pulled porky sandwich. My wife doesn't like that, but it is what it is. Pretty tasty. If I had a fire, I would have heated it up a bit on the fire. But we don't have a fire, so... Well, we kind of do. We'll get into that later. So that was pretty good. I'm going to do that again. Pulled jackfruit sandwich. Good morning, guys. Fell asleep a little bit early last night and kind of slept through the rain. So it did end up raining last night for a few hours, and we decided just gonna hit the sack early and get up early and do some breakfast. I can already hear the oil popping. So we're gonna have bacon and tomato sandwiches, King's bacon, the best stuff in the world. So one thing I'm really missing this weekend was a non-stick frying pan, a nice big one. It could have really helped me out with the potato pancakes, which was a big failure. And I could have used it on this bacon too. All right, there you have it. Bacon and tomato sandwich. There was supposed to be lettuce on it, but I got a little rotted on us, so we had to discard it. All right, we're gonna chow down on this and then take care of our site, pack it up and head out for the weekend. Okay guys, looks like it's gonna be a nice day today. Unfortunately, we are leaving. We're almost halfway there. Most of the stuff is packed up. Just gotta put the tent together, and then we're gonna take a trip. And then we're gonna take a trip to the Trestle Brewery for some lunch. So I think I'm gonna go with a black bean quinoa burger there. See how that tastes. And I think there's some edamame too, and some crispy Brussels sprouts, if you kind of like that stuff. Other than that, it's a pretty good restaurant. It's one of the best in Parry Sound. It's got a nice view, a nice patio. So we'll go check that out. Okay guys, just thought we'd stop by the water before we head out. And special note today, it is my 50th birthday, and I'm celebrating with a Labatt 50 Stubby. That's probably just as old as me. I don't think I'm gonna drink this though. I'm gonna save it for maybe my 100th. We'll see you then.
Eat my dinner